How's it going, y'all? Bluegrass Sports Media here, and today we're going to talk about the college football playoff, how I think it should expand, and a few other things about this weekend's games. So, this morning they announced the college football playoff, the four teams that will play. Number 4 being Notre Dame, 3 being Ohio State, Clemson being number 2, and Alabama being number 1. Now, all 4 of these teams are very deserving teams. I could see an argument for Texas A&M, but they didn't. They did get beat by 28 by Alabama, so kind of don't have an argument. Who I think does have an argument are the undefeated teams like Cincinnati and Coastal Carolina, and to a lesser extent San Jose State. I just don't understand how college football. I know everything's not supposed to be fair, right? But it's really almost as if the non-Power 5 team season doesn't even really matter. Because there's really nothing you can do as a non-Power 5 team besides beat the team in front of you every week. And even if you beat the team in front of you every week, it's not going to matter because that's not enough to get you into the college football playoff. So what's the point in them playing a season anyways? Like, at this point, they are just playing for their conference championship. They have absolutely 0% chance of getting into the college football playoff, because if they did, a team like UCF or a team like Cincinnati this year, or maybe even Coastal Carolina, would have had a say and a shot to get into the playoff. So why do we even play the games if we're not going to allow non-Power 5 teams in the playoff? And that's why I think the playoff should expand. There's many reasons why a bigger playoff would be beneficial for everybody, really. It's more money for the NCAA, and we know the NCAA loves their money. That's why the kids aren't getting paid. That's why, basically it's slave labor, because the kids are getting something for it. It's not slave labor. I'll take that back. It's not slave labor. They're getting something like a free education out of it, but the compensation they're getting is not what the service they're providing. But that's a different subject. Anyways, so if there was a bigger playoff, the NCAA would make more money because there's more games. And this would help them recoup all this money they just lost in COVID, because COVID has killed a lot of institutions financially. As you can see, most institutions are turning down or shutting down some programs such as that are non-revenue generating programs. So a 6-team or 8-team playoff would definitely help this a lot. I think you could do 6 teams, and it would be a good middle ground between the people who want to keep the playoff at 4 and the people who want to move it to 8. I think 6 would be good. I think the way you do this is you pick the 4 best non-Power 5 teams, and on conference championship weekend, you match them up just like you would a college football playoff. The best college or non-Power 5 team plays the 4th best non-Power 5 team, and 2 and 3 play each other. Those 2 winners advance to the 16 playoff, and they play the 4 that are the first 2 get byes, obviously, and the 3 and 4 seed play the 5 and 6 seed. So that's how I would do it, and I think this gives you a lot more. It doesn't devalue the regular season, and it gives you a little bit of parity. So if you have almost like March Madness, if you have, say, Cincinnati is that good and they can knock off an Ohio State or a Notre Dame, it allows you to have that parity, which is good for the sport, and it allows you to get 2 more games in, expand the playoff. You're getting 3 games instead of 2, making a lot more money, and everyone's happy here. I don't understand why some of the people are not wanting to expand the playoff. It just makes sense to me to allow the kids that haven't lost a game to try to earn a national championship. But that's my thought process on it. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts down in the comments. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to build this up. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day.